Scanning for audio.
Welcome to a Tin Dog podcast. This time I'm talking about Quicksilver, the last release of 2016 from the Doctor Who main range, and this could be the end of things for Mrs. Clark. Mrs. Clark is, well, as far as us fans are concerned, the nearest thing we'll ever get to having Maggie Stables back. Because she's a lady of a certain age, but more importantly, and by that I mean a certain time and ethical standing, but she's also clever, interesting, well thought out, has a moral code. She is a defined character, just like Evelyn was. Now, we'll never get any more Evelyn stories, because Maggie's no longer with us, but Constance is. And the problem is, this story is being sold on it being Constance's last story. But Constance is brilliant. We've only just come to know her and love her. She feels like she's been hanging around with the Doctor for 5 minutes, and I, for one, just don't want her to go. The same with Flip. I adored that character. She was the single most down-to-earth person in Doctor Who. She made Rose look like a genius, and yet she had tenacity. She saw the world with eyes afresh. It was a complete breath of fresh air when we had Flip. And you know what this story's got? It's got them both. Yes, from a cursory view, you'd look at it and go, is Constant leaving and Flip coming back? Well, I don't know how I feel about that. But you know what? Put your emotions on hold and just listen to this rollickingly good story. For those of you feeling less generous, this story could be seen as nothing more than a rehash of, say, The Third Man, that classic post-war Orson Welles spy film. Except, of course, it's not. It's got the nods, the things that you would do in order to make it look like The Third Man. You've got scenes in the sewers, scenes on the big wheel, scenes around Vienna. But that's just window dressing for the story. And if you think it's anything more than that, then you're not paying attention. Because with Quicksilver, you've got a brand new character turning up in the TARDIS. You've got Constance dealing with the events of her husband's apparent death. You've got so much going on, and then Flip turns up, and it's all going to be all right. The problem is, you probably know all this from the trailer. I can't tell you any more without giving you, well, spoilers. And I know from experience, and from my own self, how much we all hate spoilers. They're just not needed. We want to enjoy the trip and the ride. Yes, we're constantly thinking, is this Constance's last story? But if it is, and it could be, it's one rollicking thing. Quicksilver will go down as a great Doctor Who story. It will be remembered and re-listened to time and time again. We will be coming back to this because it's just so damn good. Yes, the 2 extra aliens could have felt like just, well, MacGuffins, plot devices, story shoehorning. But they're not. They're given motivation, they're given characterization, and they're giving everything that we've come to know, love, and deserve from our time. If the 6th Doctor had been given stories half as good, half as wonderful, and half as well realised as they are on audio, we'd still have Colin in the role these days. It would have been unstoppable. Colin's 6th Doctor shines here. But so does Flip and Connie. So, yes, Is this worth shelling out your cash for? Yes. Is this an even better release than its sister, Absolute Power? Yes. Yes, it is. But that's merely because this has all the makings of an absolute classic. And with that, I'll fade away and let you hear the trailer itself. So until next time, when I'm sure we'll be talking about Doctor Who, be seeing you.
Coming soon from Big Finish Productions, Doctor Who, Quicksilver.
My dearest H, I'm never sure exactly when you might be...
Hush now. I'll do my best to let you know when I might be coming back.
Who knows? This beastly war may be 6 months closer to being over.
Indeed. Remain constant. Constance, my rock.
You too, Henry. Goodbye! Lieutenant Commander Henry Clark. Lost in action.
Oh no.
What is this place? Earth, General.
This way to the shelter! Oi, lad, what are you doing over there?
Oh, no. They're coming for me.
Them Luftwaffe ain't too choosy, they're coming for everyone.
Stop right there, or I shoot.
The human has a weapon.
Please, you must help me.
How do you know who I am?
Fire weapon!
You run, Alarm cowards, and we will seek you out. We are coming.
General Villal, I presume. You've brought an alien war to Earth. Only hope we're not too late to stop the killing.
Big Finish. We love stories.
What's that? Hello?
That was the Doctor Who Tin Dog Podcast, available on iTunes, YouTube, Twitter, RSS, Vimeo, and across the internet. Doctor Who and its associated properties are all copyright and trademark of the BBC. No infringement is intended. Why not become a supporter by visiting patreon.com/tindog. Contact the show on tin-dog@hotmail.co.uk. The Tin Dog Podcast is a founder member of the Doctor Who Podcast Alliance.